Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am So What Stitcher on here on YouTube and on Instagram, but my name is Kylie. I know it has been a hot minute since I have done a video, but today I hope to kind of get you up to speed. What kind of happens when I do these videos is I don't post for a while and I feel like I forgot to show you something or tell you something, and so then I end up stressed out about it and I don't do it for a while. So I gotta chill. I'm going to prerequisite you. I am on the front porch because it's so lovely and the lighting's so good, but as a mama to 3 boys, they're gonna go in and out, so you're gonna hear the door open. You might hear a dog bark here and there, but that's life, right? So stitching, I have actually done really good this month stitching. So I've got a lot to show you that I worked on in the last 2 weeks. Going to kind of back up and catch you up. I know it's been several months since I've posted anything, and just kind of catch you up a little bit on Stitch Retreat I went to, some stuff like that, and then I'll do some life updates at the end. So let's just jump in what I can remember. Again, I don't remember the last video that I did, but I do know that I went to North Meet South in Washington, D.C. That was in August, and it was a fantastic time. We had planned to take a train up and was going to go up the day of, get there on Thursday, stay in the hotel overnight Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and come home on Sunday. Well, because of the hurricane that had come in, they canceled the train ride. So me and Lori of Mischievous Stitches decided that we were going to drive on up together. And quite honestly, we were afraid we were going to get rain, so we ended up going up a day early. But it was a patchy rain here and there. It wasn't even torrential rain. So, you know, I hate that I missed out on the train ride, but it was a fun day driving up, having laughs and giggles, and, you know, just getting there early. In true retreat fashion, I've got to where used to when I went to retreat, I sit and I stitched a lot. And then I hang out now with friends who, when they go to retreats, they hardly stitch any. And so you have fun, and they've kind of rubbed off on me. But I've told them, I said, we got to reel this in a little bit. Like, we need to get some stitching done when we're at retreat. But Washington, D.C., I had never been. It was, even though the weather was kind of, you know, off for the first couple of days, it was still, we had a blast. Me and Lori went over, I was looking at a hummingbird, sorry y'all. Went over to the National Archives, got to see the Declaration of Independence. We went to the Smithsonian Natural History Museum. That was amazing to see all the stuff that was there. We took a night tour where we went in and, you know, seen all of the historical landmarks in Washington, D.C. It was just a really good time. We stayed busy. Then of course there was, in the middle of the night, there was a tornado warning, and we slept right through it. We had no idea, but we had got up the next morning and went downstairs, and the ceiling in the restaurant area of the hotel had collapsed, and it had just poured water and fell everywhere. So it was interesting, you know. We was like, okay, so we had torrential, you know, downpours and rain or whatever. We just went on about our business. So later that afternoon, they started having issues with the heating and air in the room, and then something about the ceiling in the stitch room. So Barefoot and Stitch New England did fantastic about handling it. You know, there was absolutely none of it that was in their control. So they got it all straightened out, and it ended up for the better, because we ended up on the very top floor of the hotel, had amazing lighting, had beautiful views, and we got to stitch the rest of the retreat up there. You know, it was frustrating because it all happened, but, you know, it turned out to be a really cool weekend. Had a blast, had so much fun. I do have some haul from there to kind of show you, and then I've got haul from since then. I'm just going to kind of show you, and then I'll get in and show you the stitching. But we ended up coming back, you know, had a ball. I can't say enough how much fun that we had. Seen a lot of friends that we knew, and met a lot of new friends. So I just love stitching, you know, the stitching community and stitching retreats. You just have so many folks that you get to know, you know, all that good stuff. So super fun. All right, enough rambling about that. Let me tell you a little bit about some haul that I've got, some different stuff. This is in no rhyme or reason because I told you I was stressing about doing it all in order and where I got it from. I'm just going to show it to you, and it'll just be a jumbled up mess. So one thing that they had at the Washington, D.C., it was an exclusive from the Scissorist. These scissors are the Lady Liberty scissors. And there is a, trying to figure out which way it goes. Okay, so it's Lady Liberty. I don't know if you can see the design here on the handles of the scissors. It's her holding the torch. But there was a key fob that you could purchase, and I've started on it, but I haven't finished it. And because it's those little tiny beads, I'm not going to bring it out here and show it to you. I will show it to you when I finish it. But the scissor fob goes with these scissors. I have not used them that much yet, and I need to. I mean, these were not cheap scissors, but I'm not a big splurger on scissors, so this is like my only really pair of nice scissors. But I was excited. That was in the things that we knew was going up there and announced. That was the one thing I had screenshotted on my phone. I absolutely knew I wanted to get, so I got it. I did have a finish when I was up there. You'll have to go over on my Instagram page to see it. It was Wings of Change by Silver Creek Samplers. I was stitching that piece for a shop model for Barefoot Needle Art, and it was really cool because I got to meet the designer in Washington, D.C., so I got to take a picture of her with me and the finished piece, and then I didn't even get to bring it home. Barefoot was there, of course, so Memory and Amy packaged it up to bring it back home to put it in the shop. But it was a really fun stitch. Oh my gosh, I got so sick and tired of that green color, but it was so worth it. The piece was finished, so I will try to put a photo in here of me and the designer with Silver Creek Samplers, but it was fun. So I did have a finish while I was there. I have got, it's here somewhere. I had a new start, and I'll show it to you when it's in this pile over here to my left. But we did a new start. It's I'll show it to you. I turned it into a scissors fob. It says Liberty, and got it stitched and finished while we was up there. And it was really cool because when we did the night tour, different places in Washington, D.C., I had it in a little baggie, and I would pull it out and put a couple of stitches on it. So it was really cool because I was all over DC, and I stitched it. Literally, I was on the train or on the bus stitching some, and I was standing at a monument, and there was lights. It was dark. I got in front of the lights at the monument to put some stitches in. You can go over on my Instagram to see the pictures of that. But that was just cool. It's something that I'll always see and remember, hey, I actually stitched that when I was walking around all over, DC. We had some amazing food experiences there. It was just a great time. Just a really good time. Okay, let me show you. Let me separate this stuff. Alright, here it is. Here's the Liberty. So this is the little piece that I stitched. This is a Silver Creek Sampler piece. And again, me, Lori, Mischievous Stitches, and our friend Mona, we all started it and stitched it while we were up there and finished it. It's stuffed with orts, so it's really cute. The kit had the fabric, the floss, the little charm, the rope, and of course everything to do this. So I've just got it hanging on this pair of scissors here that I've got. But it's super cute, and I stitched it all over DC. So that was a new start and a finish. I started it up there and finished it when I was up there. So that was really fun. Alright, on to some haul. So I did really good. I controlled myself while I was up in DC, other than the Uber rides and the tour and the food and the hotel. I didn't do a huge amount of shopping. I've got some big financial goals, so I've got to control myself. And it's not like I don't have enough to stitch as it is, but I did get some stuff. I have wanted to do walnut shells in some of my pillow finishes to make them stand up. So they had this giant bag, the Nebby Needle crushed walnut shells. It was a really, I can't remember, it was like cheap. I want to say it was $7 or something for this whole bag. But I picked that up while I was up there, and I look forward to some finishes with that. I picked this up, can't remember the shop's name, but it was a piece of this white linen. I've got a chart that I intended to start when I was up there It's an American flag piece. I think it was earlier in this year, first of the year, it was a release. And I was going to start it while I was up there, but I didn't get to. So this is the fabric for that. So I got that when I was up there. North Meets South, we got this really cool notebook, and it has a pen with it. So that was really cool to be able to write notes and stuff in. It's a rule notebook. It's a really nice notebook. I did not bring my needle minder out here. We got a North Meets South needle minder. It's inside. But then I got, let's see, from Atomic Ranch Fabrics, I got 28 count linen in marsh color. This is there, and it's not that dark. It's showing up really dark. It's not. That's kind of it. This is their take on the murky by Picture This Plus, I think. But I got it in linen, 32 count linen. So add that to my stash. I picked up a project bag in true DC fashion. I thought this was perfect for being in Washington, DC. So I will be putting my piece with this fabric and this piece in here. And I will be stitching with that. I also picked up several packs of needles from different places, but you know how that goes. I got this from Silver Creek Samplers. Super cute. It is amazing stitched. Beautiful stitched. It's called Moonshine. It says, "The moon said to me, do not wait to behold, let your light shine from the depths of your soul." And funny fact about me, I was born on a full moon, and I love the moon. So got that piece. Then I got Camper Sampler. It says, "Crisp, cool air, moonlit night, warm bonfire, stars so bright, dancing flames, ancient lore, embers glowing, make a s'more." And I thought that was cute. I've been camping a good bit this year. Got some camping trips lined up this year. So I've got this one to work on. Then I got Michael's Prayer. It says, "Lord, send me where you want me to go. Let me meet folks you want me to know. Tell me the words you want me to say, and tenderly keep me out of your way. Amen." That one is by Silver Creek Sampler. And then again, this one had the red, white, and blue theme to it, which I thought was appropriate for Washington, D.C. So, got several here that I'll work on. And on the freebie table, y'all, I was so proud of myself. I got one thing off the freebie table. I thought that was super cute. I don't have many of these tall, long finishes. So I got that little chart. And then I have got these I just ordered and got in the mail from Barefoot Needle Art. So I've got Halloween Quilt from Primrose Cottage Stitches. And then Hey Pumpkin by the Scarlet House. So I'm going to be starting these very soon. And I got my Just Cross Stitch Fall magazine not long ago. I know the Christmas one they're taking pre-orders for now. There's some really cute projects in here. I'll flip to the back. I love the fact that you can go straight to the back and see the projects. So let me see if I can show you some really cute projects in here. I really like the little cute turkey and the little scissors fob. And these cats with the pumpkins are cute. And I love the Horn of Plenty right here. So, several of those I want to stitch. And then I have showed, there is a kit series by Little House Needleworks, Log Cabin Christmas. And it's a series. And this is the sketch. I've got the thread pack for all of them. So it'll kind of look like this. This is when they're all put together. So I've started stitching. I have this one almost completely completed, and I've started this one. So there was some more of the charts within that series that came out, and I got those. So this was one, and this was one. I had every intention of staying completely up on these, that each time they come out with one in a month, that I would be done with it and ready for the next one. Yeah, that's hilarious. But here's where I've got so I don't even have as much started as I thought. So I've got that one. I still need to finish the roof. There's a thing right here I gotta finish, and I think there's some snowflakes that I gotta finish on that one. But I want to get the whole thing done. So this will be a focus this winter. On into, like, you know, January, February. I'm stitching it on Sandy Toes Lugana 28 count by Barefoot Needle Art. So that's that. Okay, that is all of my haul. And I did receive some stitchy goodness. I got these cute thread floss things and the cute little scissors while I was on DC, or at DC. So thank you for those. All right, now let's get into stitching. So the first week of September, I stitched 1,399 stitches. And then this week, I've not got it all added up yet, but a good bit of stitching. So let me start with this one. This is Our Flock Rocks. It is a Barefoot Needle Art piece that I was stitching with my friend Lori, Mischievous Stitches, and she's already beat me. But this is the flamingo, so I've put more stitches on it. This is not a huge piece. There was several months I didn't hardly stitch anything, and now I'm back into kind of having a rotation, and I've got over it being so overwhelming to sit down and stitch. I know that sounds crazy, but I have enough on my to-do list, so I had to make it fun again to stitch. I also pulled out Autumn Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches and stitched some on it, so that's what it will look like. I finished over here at this pumpkin and the sunflower. And this needle minder is from Miss Mona. She gave it to me in DC. We have a new start. I'll show you in just a minute, the Wicked Stitcher Society. And so that was the needle minder, and I thought it went really good with this one while I was stitching. So I'll have to put Autumn up here and finish this up, and then I will be halfway done with it, and then I'll be working on the bottom half. So that's that one. Then I put some stitches on this one. This is Riveras. It's October 31st. This chart was gifted to me by Kim J. And I needed, for my challenge that I'm doing, I needed to do something that had the letter Z in it. Crud. Hang on, lost a needle minder back. I needed to do something that had the letter Z in it, and this had the letter Z. So I did the letter Z the other night. So I love that bright fabric. Perfect for Halloween. So what is it that I'm doing that's kind of got me back into stitching? My aunt, Linda, there's a Facebook group, Magazine Monthly Challenge, and they do a thing called AB Singo, and it's basically a bingo board, and you put the letters any order that you want on it, and then each day they call a letter, and you pick a chart that has either that letter in the name, or you can get creative. Like, I have no charts with the letter Z in it, so I stitched the letter Z on that chart. And the rule is you either do 100 stitches or 1 hour, and so that has been enough to, like, okay, I got to do my 100 stitches for the day, and I sit down and I've never done just 100 stitches. So it's a small little goal. It gets me started stitching. It's just that that I need to get started, and then I keep going. So far it's working great. This is the piece. I gotta pull the picture out. Sorry, I have the charts turned around where I can see it. Wicked Stitcher Society. Myself, Lori Mischievous Stitches, and Mona, we're stitching this one together. It's another one by Silver Creek Sampler. Super cute. So this was a new start for me this month. It's got really pretty colors. So I've got that much done, which is face, hair, hat, all of it. So this was a new start. And this is fabric. I'm stitching it on 28 count Stormy Night Belfast Linen by Annabella's. Then I have got This Is Halloween by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I got to look, and there is some of these that I haven't pulled out in a couple years. So this piece, it's one of their older Halloween pieces. And put, how many did I put on this one? I did 300 stitches on this one. So, you can tell. So that's what I've got done. I put all the purple blocks, and then everything from here down was I put in. So that's a fun one to do. In my little project bag that I make, I made myself. It's so cute. I'll just show it to you. Ain't it cute? I love it. From the Halloween one. Alright, then I had started the Lord's Supper when I started stitching over 3 years ago. This was a kit from my parents for my birthday, and I had got so far on it, but I was a new stitcher and I wasn't too good with keeping track of where my stitches were, and it got off. So I sit down and got it all squared up within the outside, you know, the square parameter. Some of the stitches inside of there is not exactly where they're supposed to be, but now I'm back on track. So I sit down and worked on this one. So I did pretty much all of this sleeve. So this is going to be a massive piece, the Lord's Supper. But it was fun to put some stitches in on that one after not working on it in like 3 years. The next one that I worked on is Kringles by Little House Needleworks. I love this one. It's huge. I love the brick. That roof is gorgeous, but that's going to be a pain in the rear. And so my goal when I started this one forever ago was to do, let's see, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, was to do a square a month and then the house over the other 3 months. That didn't happen. But I pulled this one out and I have put in 299 stitches on this one. So let me take this off. So I come in and filled in the stuff between the bricks up here. Got this, all of this around for this white one, and this shelf put in. So that's going to be a huge piece. So getting this, I did pick this up when I was Washington, D.C. too, from Stitch New England. This is the 11 by 14. No, not 11. Yeah, 11 by 14 frame. And it's perfect for this. So put some good stitches on this one. Hang on, y'all, I'm losing another needle minder. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Hang on. Alright. So there's that. And is that all of them? Yes. And then I have been stitching on a piece that I can't show you. I have been designing some patterns. I had released some last year or 2 years ago that were little small ones. I've actually designed a pretty good sized one for my late grandfather who passed away. I was going to release it on Grandparents' Day. Just a lot has been going on, so I will be releasing that one soon, hopefully before the end of this month. But I'm also doing a pattern design that I have been stitching that's going to be going in the mystery box for Barefoot Needle Art in December. It is going to be an amazing box. You need to go over to their website and be watching for details on that, because that will be announced soon. I'm so honored to be a part of that and to get to do a design. I hope that you all love it. It has been fun to stitch, but it has been quite a bit of work, as you can imagine, designing and stitching and all that good stuff is. So that will be coming out soon. I can't show you that one. So that's pretty much all that I've got in the way of stitchiness. As to what's coming up with stitching, I was going to be going to the Barefoot Needle Art Retreat in the 1st of October. However, I have got a work trip to Cincinnati, Ohio that week, the Thursday and Friday before, and so it just is not going to make sense for me to be traveling all the way to Cincinnati and back and then not get to stitch but a day. So I'm not going to probably make it to that one. I would love to be able to sneak down and say hey to folks for a little while, but I really don't think it's going to happen. I just have so much going on in life right now. I do know that Barefoot is hosting 24 hours of cross stitch in October, and so I'm going to try and go down for that and get some stitching done and all that good stuff. If you've not heard the news, Memory Baker with Barefoot Needle Art has been diagnosed with breast cancer, so keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Yeah, so you know, it's just hard for you know what to say, because there's really no words to say it, but just keep her in your prayers. I know there's going to be a long road ahead, but I have personally had friends that have had breast cancer and they beat it, so I'm just trying to, you know, be encouraging and keep her lifted up in my prayers, because there's nothing I can do to fix it, but I know the one who can, so keep them in your thoughts and prayers. I did go up and visited Sassy Jack Stitchery up in North Carolina. It is technically my closest needlework store to me now, so I went up and viewed the house. It's a charming old house. There was tons of threads and charts everywhere. I picked up a hoop, some needles, and a thing of thread floss while I was up there. I'm trying to be good about not buying charts right now. I have so much to stitch and I have so many projects going, so I've kind of made it to be a thing where I can't buy any more charts until Christmas. So I want to keep my cart going, and I want to be able to tell my husband these are the charts that I want for Christmas, and encourage me to actually stitch on the stuff that I've already got. So I guess that's it regarding stitchiness. Yeah, so a little bit of life updates. If you don't want to hear it, thank you for stopping in today, but if you do, I'm glad you're sticking around. Life updates with work. It's been crazy. So I think I had announced on my last one I was going to be going into management, so I have started a staff manager role. I also got my license to be a financial advisor now, so that has been a lot of fun. I have switched to developing a team and training folks and developing folks, so I'm trying to grow as a leader and trying to be mentored, you know, and just be good for those folks. Because of that, my time has been cut down to actually deal with clients. I have been blessed that I currently serve a little over 400 clients, and so I just don't have the time to keep adding to that. So I have announced that by the end of this year, I'm not going to be taking on new clients. So that's exciting. It's bittersweet. I want to help everybody that I can help, but at the same time, I do have to put a limit so that I can serve the clients that I have really well. So that's been fun, and now I'm working on getting another licensure. So, you know, just trying to learn and develop and grow and see where my career takes me. So that's exciting. The boys have started back school. So I homeschool my 3 sons. My oldest is in his senior year this year. I cannot believe I'm saying that. It is like bittersweet. I'm so excited. He's excited. This is the first year he's been like, I want to get my studies done and graduate early. He is already taking computer programming classes. He's wanting to be I can't remember if it's like cybersecurity engineer or something like that, but he loves his classes and he's doing good in it. And for once as his mama, I don't have to, you know, be like, you need to study. Now he's studying so much because it's something he enjoys doing. It's his trade he wants to do. So that's a lot of fun. As far as anything else, I can't think of it. It's been a really busy summer. I wanted to make my 40th year, because I'm 40 this year, the best year yet. I mean, I've done axe throwing this year. There's just been so much, so many friendships, so many trips. So I had set a goal that I wanted to go to the beach more this year. I think I've been to the beach like 7 times this year. So it's been a year that I couldn't have expected, but it's been a big blessing. But as we move into that cold and flu season with my middle son being the way he is, I'll be home more and stitching more. And I love fall. I'm a fall girl. It is exactly 1 week from today that fall happens, so I'm all about it. We've had some cooler days where I've, just come home and stitched and cuddled up with my puppy dogs and sit on the couch. This is my time of year. I love it. So I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else to tell you guys. I'm sorry that it's been a while. If you want to see pictures from the DC trip and the stuff that I've worked on, hop over on my Instagram. I am So What Stitcher. So SEWWHAT Stitcher. STITCHER. And it is all one word. But come over and give me a follow. And what have you been stitching on? Do you got plans? Are you working on any types of challenges? I'm just going to keep going with my magazine monthly challenge, AB Singo, and trying to do at least 100 stitches each day on the letter that's called, and see what all I can get worked on and see what all I can get finished. And I'll be pulling out, I've already started stitching on fall, obviously, but I'll be pulling out all of my fall stuff next Sunday, and that will be pretty much what I'm working on. I plan to pull out Halloween and just work on the Halloween stuff in the month of October. And then the first part of November, I'll pull out like Thanksgiving, stuff like that. I am stitching on some Christmas here and there, or, something when I get a hankering. But I kind of like to be a seasonal stitcher and appreciate, the joy of the season. But yeah, I think that's it. I've got some new fabric to make me some new project bags with. I got it at Walmart. Went and had a girls weekend, and we had a thing with eyes, the little googly eyes. We peppered a friend's house with those googly eyes everywhere, in the refrigerator, in the cabinet, everywhere. So picked this up when we were there for that girls weekend because it was a good commemoration of the weekend. So I got to make a project bag, and I thought that'd be a perfect Halloween bag. So, but yeah, that's it. I hope everybody does well. I can't wait to see you all again next time. I promise not to let it be so long now that I'm actually doing some stitching and trying to slow down in life a little bit. I'll try to bring one. I don't know if it's going to be every week. It might be like every 2 weeks, just to see. But I do know the longer that I wait between videos, the more stressed out it makes me to sit down and do one. So got to get back on the ball. I hope you all take care. I hope you have a happy and blessed end of your summer. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.